I have lost it. I have lost it. As a parent, mostly as a parent, parenting is hard. My buttons get pushed because they're angry, so they yell at someone. And then that person goes and yells at someone else. And then that person goes and yells at someone else. Have you ever been so mad that you blew up? You literally blew your top. You were so mad that you just freaked out. You yelled. Maybe you threw something. Maybe you went speeding off in your car. Maybe you did something you totally regret. Have you ever just blew up? Do you ever wonder why that happens? Do you wonder what was wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with me? Why did I freak out? Why can't I keep it together? Why can't I keep the lid on? Why can't I just tamp it down and just hold it together and not blow your top? Do you ever wonder? Do you ever get frustrated with yourself and your anger? Do you find yourself getting angry and really regretting the things that you do? I know I have. I have lost it. I have lost it. As a parent, mostly as a parent, parenting is hard. My buttons get pushed and I blow my top sometimes. So I have a story of one time in particular. I remember this happening. I think I only had 3 of my kids at the time. They were little and busy, and I was tired, and it had been one of those days. And I just went to bed, and I was so sad. I was so sad because I looked back at my day and I had yelled at my kids like all day. And so I prayed. When there's nothing, they say when you can't do anything else, you just pray. And so I prayed. And I said, Heavenly Father, I don't want to yell at my kids anymore. I don't want to yell at my kids anymore. Can you please help me? You know what happened? Seriously, no joke. You want to know what happened? I woke up the next day and I couldn't speak above a whisper. I had totally lost my voice. Was it because of the prayer, or was it because I had literally yelled myself out of a voice the day before? We may never know. I think probably both. I'm hoping it's more the prayer and that I really hadn't literally yelled that much, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It wasn't good. It wasn't good, and I didn't like it, and I wanted to change. Do you want to change? Do you want to stop yelling at people? Do you want to stop blowing your lid? Do you want to stop releasing your anger on others? I have other methods that I have learned since then that are much better than losing your voice. That was wake up call, and it really woke me up, and it really helped me to start managing my anger better and not yelling at my kids so much. But I've learned other things along the way, and I think some of them could help you. So there's something called anger transference. So one person gets angry and then they yell at someone else because they're angry, so they yell at someone. And then that person goes and yells at someone else. And then that person goes and yells at someone else. It's just the cycle of anger transferring from one person to another person to another person. What if there's a better way? What if there's a better way? They say that hurt people hurt people. That makes so much sense. When you're angry or hurting or sad or whatever, you don't want to keep those feelings. You want to let go of them. And so the natural way to do that is to just let go of them. And sometimes we do that on people. Sometimes we take it out on people. I have learned a way to get rid of my anger without hurting anyone else or transferring that anger on anyone else. The way that I do that is I get a piece of paper and I take my anger out on paper instead of on people. I pull out a piece of paper. I get a pen or a marker. Sometimes I just want to do it with a red anger marker just to really, really hit it home that I'm angry. And I get that paper and I write. And I write about all the things that I'm angry about. I don't want to hold it inside. And I don't want to put it on other people. So I take it out on the paper. And I scribble. And I write, you probably couldn't read most of what I write because it's all scribbles and just anger and emotion and frustration and and I take it out on that piece of paper. Then I take the piece of paper, I rip it up, and I throw it in the garbage. And then I'm done. And you know what? I feel better. I feel better, and nobody else had to take it from me. I was able to take it from inside of me and put it on a piece of paper, throw it in the garbage where it belongs. It's awesome. You guys, it's awesome. And it totally works. And you know what? Since that day, years and years ago, when I lost my voice, I've not lost my voice from yelling at people ever since then. It's success. I have had success with this. I have had major success with this. And I have been able to intelligently and maturely handle my anger and not transfer it on others. What would happen in your life if you tried this exercise? Would those you love be happier? Would they be less likely to receive your anger when you reached your limit? Would you feel better because you're not holding it all in all the time? I think some good things could happen. I invite you to try it.